Hello wonderful people! For some reason I couldn't wait to connect with you this week. And it might sound a little odd to you, but yes, I know who you are. I do know that you're on the other side of the screen and feel you, and yes, I am talking to you. And today we're going to talk about something that most of us have come across at least once or twice in our professional life, and not just professional life. And it's when we have a coworker who we feel doesn't like us, or maybe we don't like them. Not only do they not like us, but they're doing something to make us look bad in front of our bosses, in front of other coworkers, or somebody else in the company or other clients. This question actually came from Megan, and she's in the exact same situation. And my answer to her was that the most important thing to do, and the very first thing that we do in situations like that, before we actually take any other physical action, is to process our own reaction to what is happening and to this person. Why is that important, and what does that mean? Because when something like that happens, usually it triggers a really strong response to us. It might be, I don't like her either. It might be anger. We're so angry. How dare she? What is she trying to do? This is not fair. This is just not cool. Or we might go into fear. What if she succeeds and actually ruins my reputation and even eventually gets me fired? So these are all examples of responses that we could possibly have to something like that happening. Now, we know that the major building blocks of our reality, how we create reality, because yes, we don't attract or repel anything. We basically create it and co-create it with others. So one of the major building blocks of our reality is our emotions. So when we have this bundle of negative energy within us, whether it's anger, frustration, fear, or whatever else it might be, it does affect us until we transform and clear us. It is from that energetic standpoint that we're going to be creating more experiences for ourselves. And as promised, I am going to record the process. Now, when we do our own work, when we process that energy, one of several things could happen. This coworker might change their behavior completely. They might continue doing similar things, but it won't bother you anymore. It kind of won't even be on your radar, and you will drop all worry that that can somehow affect you negatively. Or they could be transferred to another department, they could find another job, or you could potentially be offered a much better position somewhere else and eventually leave the company. There are many different scenarios, but at the end of the day, this will stop being an issue for you. And when we do our own inner work, what actually happens is that it is very often completely unnecessary for us to do anything else in terms of a physical action in order for the situation to be resolved. It kind of resolves itself. And this is true for all kinds of situations in our life, not just in our professional, personal life. You know, when you've taken decisions out of anger and fear and all of that, they never end up yielding really, really good results for you. Our emotions, our triggers are our own, and they have nothing to do with anybody else. Yeah, we can outsource them and blame the other person. Oh, I feel this way because they're acting that way and all of that. It doesn't matter, because if you feel it, it's yours. And when you transform it, then you're free to create from a completely different standpoint. Make a short list of all of your strongest emotional triggers or feelings around it. For example, it would be, I don't like her, I'm so angry at her, and I'm saying her because in this situation, it's a woman. I am afraid of what she's doing or that it might hurt me. And you're going to start working with the strongest emotion that you're experiencing, and then you can work your way down the list. I'm going to record it in a separate video just because this is going to end up being really long, and that way you can follow along with the separate video until you learn how to do it on your own, and then eventually you won't need it anymore. But for now, if you need more help figuring out how to do the process, how to figure out what your emotional triggers are and what you need to process, you can always book a session at askmilena.com. Subscribe for my newsletter so that you can receive the ebook 7 Life Hacks to Empower Your Daily Life. If you have not subscribed to the channel so that you don't miss any exercises like that, click on the bell down there and you will get notified every Friday. And now to the exercise. See you soon.